When someone gets an electric shock, the person's blood gets burned due to Iran in it, and without blood, the heart stops working and thus people die. Yes, Iran. While sleeping, we see ghosts in dreams and suddenly wakes up with fear and thinks it was a bad dream. According to paranormal experts, it is the virtual reality. It is real spirit communicating with you, but our soul rejects and wakes us up for safety. This is why bad dreams is never completed. I don't know about that. Facts that can save your life. If you have food, but no water, as tempting as it might be, don't eat the food. It will make you more thirsty. Life-saving? If you are lost in the desert, breathe through your nose. It will make you less hydrated. I think that's the opposite of what you're wanting to happen, if I'm not mistaken. Domesticated leopards happen to be the best babysitters. No! Did you know? When peacocks start flying, open your wings and fly away. Looks like a queen. Wait, what was the fact? Seems like this tortoise had quite the encounter. Still stepping, though. In 2009, an Indian doctor removed one mil, is that, huh? Big number kidney stones. Gross. This is blue Java banana, and it tastes like vanilla ice cream. Did you know? More radiation is absorbed into the body while eating a banana than by living within 50 miles of a nuclear power plant. Yeah. Oreo has constructed an asteroid-proof bunker in Norway to store their recipes and their cookie in case of any apocalypse. Actually, this one's kinda true, apparently. Turtle in a no-shell. Cowabunga! At what age did you realize that the thermos bottle, which you usually carry to keep the liquid warm, is the name of a company called American Thermos Bottle Company? So it's the name of the company? That's groundbreaking. The day the people understand this image, everything changes. Do you know? If you are good in English, give me a word that ends with age. 2, mine is average. Now go. These aren't facts! They're not things men don't tell women's. We like when you listen to us when we are saying something. Yep. Yeah, I'd imagine most people would appreciate that. Where do rich people put their money? Not if banks. This isn't even a fact. This is gameplay footage of a PUBG ripoff. A farmer and his son used to work together to grow vegetables, but unfortunately, the son was a thief. Okay. In 2016, we received a mysterious radio signal from a source 5 billion light years away. That means, when the signal began its journey, Earth was not even found. Found by who? This is so freaking stupid. If it wasn't obviously fake, which it probably is, but if it wasn't, I hope the man backed up his entire computer to the cloud, because otherwise that stuff's gone. How you gonna get way up there? Did you know? If you are from a middle-class family, and if you use Instagram mostly, he will surely help you to earn money daily for sure. DM him. Yeah, so I tried doing that, and it's asking for a phone number, and I put in a phone number, but I guess they don't like my phone number, cause they don't accept it, so I don't know, they're lying. Unicorns actually existed about 29,000 years ago. The Siberian unicorn was about 6.5 feet tall, weighed 4 tons, and looked like a... Guess we'll never know. If we have the power to turn another planet into Earth, then we have the power to turn Earth into Earth. Great! We don't have either of those powers. Effect of heat wave on France. I don't really care whether or not this photo's fake. I'm more so intrigued by the person in the comments, who seemed a little peeved at the photo, but I guess I should believe them, because according to their bio, I do not lie. If you keep them busy with basic needs, they will forget about the freedom they cost. This isn't a fact, this is just depressing. Good news for Japan! Darwin's theory of evolution can be seen here. Israel scientists claim that radiation is actually good for your health. What? The fish that eats crocodiles, Goliath tigerfish, and it has 32 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is not 32 teeth, you liar. Did you know? The longer you are single, the more you think that something's wrong with you. Thanks. Mike Tyson once offered a zoo attendant $10,000 to open the cage of a bullying gorilla so he could smash that silverback's snot box. His offer was declined, aka the zookeeper saved his life. A fuel tank for a motorbike made out of glass. The most accurate fuel gauge in the world, our eyes. One bad accident and you're done. Did you know? Mars has water on it because we used to live there, and we messed up the climate so badly that we had to send an escape pod to Earth with only Adam and Eve in it. And the pod was the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs? Did you know? Short people are the future. They consume less food, use less car fuel, and more of them can fit on Earth. They are basically eco-friendly humans. Finally, some recognition! The man-catcher was one of the few examples of non-lethal medieval weapons. It was used primarily to pull a person from horseback and drag them to the ground, but it was also used to capture opponents for ransom and to trap and contain violent prisoners. The man-catcher was one of... What? What? Why'd they just copy and paste it? What? Your foot is exactly as long as the distance from your wrist to the crook of your elbow. What's up with that pic on the right then? What's that little space? The photographer kept 18 cameras and waited for 62 days to get this. See once, then turn your photo upside down. Well, 62 days? What was he waiting for? Some random car to just pull up? Also, why 18 cameras? What was he doing? This is a phoenix bird. People believe that this mythical creature rises from the ashes and is immortal. That's a seagull. Did you know, if you spend one day on every floors of... I'm gonna butcher that.
Mukesh Ambani.
Antilia, it will take you 27 days to roam the whole house. If you spend one day in a room of my house, it will take you 7 days to roam a single floor of my house. Did you know that eagle does not fight the snake on the ground? It picks it up into the sky and changes the battleground. The snake has no stamina, power, and no balance in the air. Also probably because it can't fly. Did you know? 32-year-old Tom Peters transformed him into a Dalmatian dog after the death of the pet which his wife used to love the most. And she lost her husband too. Give it to your children. Did you know? A man in South Africa adopted a baby hippo after it was rescued from a river. 5 years later, the hippo dragged him into the same river and killed him. Oh. E. Frankel, a Russian psychic, claimed he could stop a train with his psychic powers. So, he stepped in front of a freight train. It didn't work. Really? Myth. You stomp like an elephant. Fact. Elephants walk really quietly. That's not a myth, that's a statement. Have you seen an x-ray of a hammerhead shark head? Which is cool and fine. Totally interesting thing to see. But why you gotta take shots at my man Sid like that? Brazilian wildlife experts have been left baffled after discovering a dead humpback whale in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Is that a beach in the background? Meet Matthew Hogg, the man who is drunk all the time because his body produces its own alcohol. Auto brew syndrome. But why he got all that bread? Did you know? Green screens are used in editing because green color doesn't match any natural skin tone of the actor, so no part of them accidentally edited out. Alright, the post is fine, but the comments are full of, how are these people alive? Then how Hulk? Hulk? Hulk! What about Gamora and Hulk? The Hulk isn't real! After many tests, researchers have found that Oreos are way more addictive brain. What? Than cocaine and heroin. Way more addictive brain? What? Anyways, probably why they're keeping them locked in that bunker. Avocados are toxic to almost every other animal other than humans. So we're not going to talk about that freakishly long avocado up there? Did you know? How old do you think this tree was? How many thunderstorms did it withstand? How many trees grew thanks to him and his seeds? How many birds and animals called it home? How is this a fact? This is the opposite of a fact. Did you know? 2 blind men couldn't open the water tap of drink. A female monkey saw them and came to help. This picture definitely acts as a silver lining. I like how the situation is setting it up to be where these 2 blind guys are struggling to turn on this tap, and a freaking monkey ends up helping them before the person taking the pictures, so this was either set up or the cameraman is just a jerk. Did you know? Respect nature. Don't scroll without a heart. That is the worst Photoshop I've ever seen. Did you know? 19% of people skip the first slice of bread because it looks ugly. It's a crime calling North Korea in North Korea. You have to call it as Korea. If not, prepare to die. This piece of cardboard shaped like an iPhone sold for over $300,000 on eBay. What am I doing?